Hey, so in this video, I'm talking about which VPN is the best for accessing Netflix content that is only available in a different country and not available in the country that you live in right now. Because you may or may not know that depending on which country you live in, Netflix will offer you different movies and TV shows, and they don't necessarily offer everything in every place. So for example, movies like the Lord of the Rings series, right? These are only going to be available in a few different countries. Right here, I'm on a website called unogs.com, and this is a website that's pretty much built for finding which shows and TV shows are available in Netflix in different countries. So I just searched for Lord of the Rings. So if I click on the first one over here, the Fellowship of the Ring, it'll tell me that I can only get this in Netflix in 5 countries, these ones over here. So how am I going to get access to these, right? If I want to watch them, I'm on the US version of Netflix and these won't be available. I can search for them, I won't be able to find them. That's where a VPN comes in. I'm going to need a VPN like this one over here, ExpressVPN, and I'll be sure to leave some useful links to all the VPNs that I'm going to be using in this video in the description below. So I'm just going to show you how to do this. I click on the location bar over here and I'm going to connect up with the VPN to Italy because I can get Lord of the Rings there. And there you go. Now I'm connected to a server in Italy. Now when I go back to Netflix and I refresh the page, it's going to think that I'm in Italy and it's going to allow me to have access to all of those movies and TV shows. And I can verify this by just scrolling down, and you see now it says top 10 movies in Italy today and not the US. And if I would search for Lord of the Rings, I would be able to get those movies. They would show up and I'd be able to watch them over here. So that's how a VPN works with Netflix, and that's why you would want to use a VPN with Netflix. Now the question is, which VPN is the one to choose? Because if you just search online, you'll find a ton of different options, and you're going to find both free VPNs and paid VPNs. Now in general, I don't recommend free VPNs because a lot of times they're not really free. What they do is they take your personal information and they use that and sell it to third parties for marketing or advertising purposes, and that's how they make money. And because they're keeping your personal information, it is subject to getting leaked, and that has happened in the past. A lot of these free VPNs don't have the proper security measures. They don't have what's called a no logs policy, which means that the VPN doesn't keep any personal information local on its own servers. And even if they claim that they have a no logs policy, then they may not have independent audits by outside companies which verify that. So you'd have to just take them at their word that they aren't keeping any user information, but you don't have any proof of that. Whereas a high level VPN, a lot of times it's going to be the paid VPNs are going to have independent audits that are verified that they really just don't keep any information. They don't have any of your personal information, and if anybody would ever try to access it or get it, they just wouldn't have it. And on top of all of that, besides for all the privacy and security problems that could come with a free VPN, a lot of them just won't work with streaming. They just won't work with Netflix. For example, this VPN over here, Proton, actually has a really solid free plan. It's actually a really good VPN with a free plan that is really good. The thing is, it just won't work with Netflix. It won't work with streaming in general. Even if it's not Netflix, even if it's a different website, you can't stream with their free plan. So that's why I've done a lot of research into different VPNs, and I found what I feel are the top 3 VPNs for streaming content on Netflix. So we have ExpressVPN over here. This is what I would say is my go-to VPN and the one that I use the most. In my opinion, it's the simplest to use. It's really quick and easy. You don't have to know a lot about VPNs. You don't have to be like a computer person or anything. You can just get started with it, and you're going to get very fast and stable connections right out of the box without really doing anything. But if you're somebody who wants a bit more features and you want to be able to do a bit more with your VPN, then there's also NordVPN, and this is also a really solid option. This is probably one of the fastest VPNs out there because of their Nord Links protocol, but NordVPN is a bit more complicated. There's a lot more features and a lot more to do with it, and it's a little bit too much to go into this video, so I'll be sure to leave full reviews for Nord and really all of these VPNs in the description below in case you want to find out more. But basically, NordVPN is a feature-packed VPN with a lot of stuff that you can do with it. So if that sounds good to you, then NordVPN might be a really good option, and it will also work really well with Netflix. And lastly, there's Surfshark, which in my opinion is the best budget VPN out there. It's the cheapest of these 3 right here, but at the same time, you're still going to get a lot of really good features, stuff that you generally don't find in a VPN at this price. And of course, it will also allow you to access all of the content that you want on Netflix, and really not just Netflix, but pretty much every other streaming platform as well. So Hulu, Amazon Prime Video, Disney Plus, you can use a VPN with all of them and access content that's only available in a different country. If I had to pick which one of these is the best for Netflix, then I would go with ExpressVPN just because it's so easy to use. I can just switch locations really quickly and easily, and it doesn't get in my way when I want to watch a movie or TV show. And it's also very stable. You're not going to have any drops in your connection. It's not going to go in and out. You're not going to lose your connection or wind up buffering forever. It just works really well with Netflix and with streaming in general. Now, if you're interested in trying out any of these VPNs, besides for the reviews that I'll be sure to leave in the description, I'll also have a discount link there as well that will save you some extra money on all three of these if you do want to try them out. And they all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can take advantage of that to try them out and see which one you like, see which one you don't like. And if you want to cancel, then you can always just ask for your money back. So that's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.